Welcome once again to my channel, which is English Topics with Neeti. I hope you have gone through my all other previous videos. I have given the explanation both in English and Telugu for the better understanding of the Telugu children. Today we are going to learn the Unit 6, The Royal Tombs of Golconda, which is written by Sarojini Naidu. Let us learn first about Sarojini Naidu, the poet. And she is born in the year 1879 and she passed away in the year 1949, and she was born in Hyderabad, and she is a humanist, a social activist, and she also played a very important role in the Indian freedom struggle. And her home, the Golden Threshold, is in the heart of Hyderabad, and it is handed over to the government. And she is called the Nightingale of India. She was given the title the Nightingale of India, and her poems include The Golden Threshold, The Bird of Time, The Sceptered Flute, The Broken Wing, and The Feather of the Dawn. All these are her poems. This is about Sarojini Naidu, the poetess. And just we will have an introduction of the poem. The name of the poem is The Royal Tombs of Golconda. The poem deals with the tombs of 7 tombs of the Shahi rulers, Qutub Shahi rulers, and these tombs are situated nearly about 2 kilometers from Golconda Fort, and these tombs are amidst the beautifully laid gardens of Ibrahim Bagh. Every arch, dome and gallery in these tombs is a gem of Qutub Shahi architecture. So all these tombs are really very architectural in nature. And Sarojini Naidu picturizes the valor, gallantry and beauty of the kings and the queens of the bygone era, which these monuments symbolize. So Sarojini Naidu in this poem tells about the greatness of the kings and the queens which are bygone, they are past, right? I'll try to read and explain. I muse among these silent fanes. Musing is to become lost in thought, to recollect or remember something, try to recollect something among these silent fanes. Fanes are holy places. So, I here in the sense Sarojini Naidu, she says that she is trying to recollect among these silent fanes whose spacious darkness guards your dust. So, the darkness is guarding the tombs. The darkness is guarding these 7 Shahi tombs. Around me sleep the hoary plains. Hoary, H-O-A-R-Y, hoary is very old plains that hold your ancient wars in trust. So, what do these tombs hold? The tombs hold the ancient is very old wars in trust. So, when we look at those tombs, what do we recollect? We recollect the wars which these kings and queens have fought. I pause. Pause is to stop for a while. My dreaming spirit hears across the wind's unquiet tides. So now the poetess, she tries to pause, and what does the dreaming spirit hear? She's in a kind of trance, and she is trying to hear across the wind's unquiet tides the glimmering music of your spears. Glimmering is shining music of your spears. So the queens and the kings, when they are in the war, the poet is able to hear the sound of the spears, the laughter of your royal brides, and even the laughter of the brides, royal brides. In vain, O kings, doth time aspire to make your names oblivion sport. So, it's a waste. Vain is waste. O kings, doth time aspire to make your names oblivion sport. Oblivion is to become forgetful. Now, your names are almost forgotten. As the time passes by, your names are forgotten, while yonder is beyond hills, wears like a tire, T-I-R, tire is, children, it's not the tire which is in the cars or vehicles, but it is tire is like steps, while beyond hills wares like steps, the ruined grandeur of your fort. Grandeur is greatness. So beyond the hills, to a very far distance, your greatness, the what do we see? The ruined grandeur. Ruined is destroyed. Grandeur of your fort. Your fort is destroyed, but still the greatness remains there. Though centuries falter and decline. Century, what is a century, children? It is 100 years. Century is 100 years. Though centuries falter is become unsteady and decline. Decline is they forgotten here. Your proven stronghold shall remain. Strongholds here in the sense forts. Your forts, your palaces, they remain still. Even though many centuries have passed away, your forts shall remain. Embodied memories of your line, incarnate legends of your reign. So embodied is to unite the memories of your line. Incarnate is human form. Legends of your reign. See, legend is a true story. So a story of your reigning is ruling. REIGN, reign is rule. So we remember the stories which took place during your time. O queens, in vain old fate decreed your flower like bodies to the tomb. Now he is talking about the queens here. Old fate made a decree in the sense, made a law, your flower like bodies to the tomb. So the bodies are very delicate like a flower, and they also have returned to the tomb. Death is in truth the vital seed. So death is very, very important here. Of your imperishable bloom, imperishable, that which cannot be perished, that which does not perish, in the sense that which does not, that which lasts long for a very long time, that which lasts long. And blooming is to give flowers. Each newborn year the bulbul sing their songs of your renascent love. Renascent is reviving love. Your beauty wakens with the spring to kindle these pomegranate grooves. So kindle is to make something grow again. So make something start or grow again. Your beauty wakens with the spring to make something grow again. These pomegranate groves. So these pinkish color groves are renewed every year by the springtime. So Sarojini Naidu in this poem, she tries to recollect the greatness of the kings and the queens. She is able to see the royal empire, the whole royal empire in all its glory, and she can see the brave kings fighting, and they are ready for war, they are fighting, and their spears are shining, and the rays of sun dance rhythmically on the spears. The poet is able to hear the laughter of the brides, and it is as though she went to another time, she traveled through the time, and she is able to visualize the royal empire in all its glory. And the reign of the Qutub Shahi rulers was synonymous with peace, culture and prosperity. This is what Sarojini Naidu wants to convey through this poem. The Shahi tombs, the tombs are situated nearly about 2 kilometers from the Golconda Fort. Hope you understood. If you have any doubt or query, you can put it in the comment section.